What's up, y'all? It's your boy International checking in, man. You know what I'm saying? YouTube fam, what they be doing? Like, comment, subscribe. I know what to do. Just show love, man. It is what it is. You know what I mean? So I'm checking in with y'all. Today we're gonna talk about the 5 benefits of being a music recording engineer. At number 1, of course, getting paid. Get to the money. You know what I'm saying? But all jokes aside though, for real, you know, obviously, you know, it's a blessing, man, if you can be in the field you love and get paid doing it, you know? So, you know, that's just common sense, you know, because there's a lot of people, they get off from their 9 to 5 and, you know, they can't wait to go and write music and go to their studio session that they pay for and all that good stuff. So that's a great benefit. Like, it just makes sense. Obviously, you know, you have to have the patience for it. Being an engineer, you have to be patient. Not every artist is necessarily easy to work with. Every artist is different. You might not necessarily have the best chemistry with certain artists, but you're gonna have the perfect chemistry with others. You know, so, you know, give and take. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. At number 2, at number 2, what we got? What we got at number 2? Pardon me, y'all. I had a little brain freeze. But nah, number 2, it helps with networking, right? And let me break this down to y'all what I mean by that, right? So first things first, as the engineer, a lot of times you're obviously the first person that's gonna hear the music as it's being created, right? So obviously, you know, the artist itself, obviously you meeting a new artist, recording a new artist, and obviously also your returning you know, customers, if you will, helps, you know, it helps your pockets, hello, for one. But other than that, every time you actually connect with a new artist, obviously that's a petition customer for you, not only for recording services, but for anything else that you may offer. But also think about it in the aspect of sometimes the artist may also come with somebody else. And this somebody else, you know, maybe somebody, maybe a manager, maybe an A&R, whatever the case may be. So, you know, take time to talk to everybody. And, you know, obviously you might be, you know, how's you working? It might be hard to really stop what you're doing because you don't want to waste the artist's money, right, at the end of the day. But whenever you bounce in the song or it's like a little, you know, break, smoke break, whatever the case may be, you know, take time to introduce yourself to everybody and see what they have going on. You know, so yeah, man, because you never know, man, because working with certain artists, for example, I'm gonna give a shout out to my guy Too Deep, the Southern President. By working with him, it gave me the opportunity to start mixing songs for producer Hot Rod. And shout out to Hot Rod, man, that's my guy. But you know, I have the opportunity to mix vocals of the likes of people in 3 6 Mafia. I ain't gonna say too much on it because, you know, these are songs that are not released yet. But you know, it might be by the time I drop this, right? But anyway, but yeah, so and that's all, you know, in okay, being cool with the artist, giving them a good, you know, good service, you know, working, you know, efficiently, you know what I'm saying, and you know, putting my all into, you know, the engineering, right? And opportunities came in. So, you know, that's the beauty of it, and it's just the beginning. You dig? So yeah, man, networking is important, man. You just never know. Sometimes you may see an artist, he may look like he might not be nobody. You don't know him yet, and next thing you know, that's such and such, and he part of this person's camp, or he's with somebody that's important, like I said previously. So, networking, man. We have at number 3, you're a big contribution to helping the artist develop their sound, right? So the recording engineer is essential, right? It might be a hot take, but I'll say it because I'm both. The recording engineer is more important than the beat maker. I'm not gonna say producer because it's a difference, but I'm gonna say the beat maker, the person that makes the beats, and I'm gonna tell you why. Nowadays, you know, and salute to the music producer community, because like I said, I also produce, right? But I'm gonna tell you this, man. A lot of times, you take out these effects. If you take out these effects, these templates, and how the engineer working his magic, some artists, and I'm gonna say actually a lot of artists wouldn't sound right. The engineer is essential, even though he's underrated, underappreciated. The engineer is essential to the sound, and he's essential. A lot of times the artist may come in, he don't know what, you know, he don't know, like he's not gonna know the effects, and a lot of times, a lot of what they know is auto-tune, and that's about it, right? It's popular.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I can't even speak. But nah, it's popularized, right? So that's one thing they'll tell you. I want auto-tune, I want less auto-tune, I want more auto-tune, things like that. But, you know, they're not gonna know the technical words. You have to like have a good musical ear to know what sounds right. So you're very essential. You're very important, man. Don't let them tell you otherwise. You did. But yeah, man, it's important. It's just important, man, to the process. And a lot of times, man, it's like, put it like this, man. Like, once you build that catalog of artists that you've worked with, you're gonna become the go-to person for people to go to get their sound right. And this is when you have a career. Right? This is when you have a career. This is when you can do something basically for the rest of your life if you want to, right? So that's that. Number 4. For me, I love that. But if you're an artist yourself, now you can utilize your skills to create your own music. So that's the beauty of that, man. Like a lot of times, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. For the people that know my music, and if you don't, you know, you can check it out on this channel, but on any streaming platform, Lee Master C, right? But long story short, it's real simple, man. It's like, you know how to record and engineer and mix. You can use these skills to actually, you know, enhance your own music. You know, record yourself to where you don't need to have to pay for studio time and things like that. But obviously you have to have, you know, a decent setup. You don't need nothing too crazy nowadays. That's the beauty of technology. But you know, it's like, even if you do pay for a studio, you'll get a cheaper rate because you don't need an engineer. So that's amazing, right? But yeah, like me for the last couple of years, so for example, I know I have the Quarantine project. That's a collab project with the Golden Child Marco. I got the Trap and Blues album, and a couple singles, like Mastermind, and a couple more I can't think of. But yeah, basically for the last, I want to say like anything from 2017 and after, it's been I've pretty much been recording myself, mixing myself. You know, I also produce, so the beats I'm making myself. Obviously, you know, like the Quarantine project, it was a collab production wise. So me and Marco on the production, and yeah, on the production, we've collaborated when it comes to the beats on that particular project. Trap and Blues, I produce everything on there. I do have a production wise a collab, which is the first song, which is Porsche. Right? So yeah. But yeah, I just say that to say, man, it just helps enhance your own sound. And a lot of times too, as you're recording with other people, you may learn even from artists. There's certain things I learned from artists. Some artists also have, just like me, they know how to engineer. Some people, they don't want to engineer no more, which, you know, it's fine. They want to just be a 100% an artist, but they'll still have these skills. And sometimes they can go in the studio and they can explain to the engineer what they want, right? And I've learned at the very beginning with these artists, sometimes it may be embarrassing, like, damn, like he's the artist, I'm the engineer, and he's showing me something I didn't know. But at the same time, it's you learning, right? It is what it is, right? You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I've seen some artists, and I don't know if they, you know what I'm saying, said it because they didn't want to, you know what I'm saying, make me feel bad, but they were telling me, man, nah, you good. It's, you know what I'm saying? That's something, you know, add to your arsenal. You know what I'm saying? That's how I took it. So it is what it is. Number 5, in my opinion, it makes you a complete
I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon.
Whoa, man, I can't even talk. But now, number 5, it makes you a complete music producer. And what do I mean by that, right? So, if you make beats, right? If you make beats, you're a beat maker, which is a great thing, right? So I don't think I'm taking away or I'm saying if you only do this, it's important, right? So it's been a long time since an acapella album went platinum. We're not gonna see an acapella album go platinum with, you know, the sound right now, right? And I say that because it's really music driven. Like a lot of time it's the beat and the catchiness of it. Yeah, of course we do have, you know, lyrical artists out there and people that have substance or whatever the case may be. But for the most part, it's music driven, right? It's the vibe. It's the, you know what I mean? It's the bass, how the 808s hit. When you engineer, you're able to record the artist. You're able to mix the vocals. You also make the beats. You know, it's good to have all of that in your arsenal, man. And I've seen artists actually stop working with a particular beat maker just because it only makes sense, because now they have an engineer that also make beats. And obviously, you know, it'll only work if, you know, your production style beat wise matches, you know, their style, you know, obviously. But if it do, now it's 2 birds, 1 stone. I can go to this person, record my music and get beats. You see what I'm saying? So it only makes sense. And even if you don't make beats, the beauty of it is you can still, you can help people get placements, right? Because a lot of times it's easy for an engineer to let an artist hear something, you know? And that's one of the benefits as well. It's like, if you have something that you want them to hear, and there's a lot of engineers that they, you know, they get some money on the side doing that. Like just simply, okay, I'm gonna be working with this artist, y'all got beats, whatever, and you know, like you're a broker, you know what I'm saying? You put it together, you know what I mean? Like, you know, that's part of the game, so get your change, you did. But yeah, so that's that, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Being able to have all of that in your arsenal, and then on top of that, if you also able to write, you got ideas, hooks. Come on, man. You in the game, man. You in the game. And a lot of people that engineer also have these high hopes of becoming big time producers like the Metro Boomins of the world and all of that good stuff, man. It just helps, man. It helps. And at the end of the day, too, even if you do elevate to where, and I say elevate because, you know, that's relative. Somebody may just want to be the best engineer in the world and they love doing that. Some people feel like engineer is just a level above, whatever. That's, you know, that's either near and there. But if that's your goal to where you want to be a top music producer, whatever you're trying to do, then even if you do get to a point where you don't need to engineer yourself no more, you can still know if something is done right or not. That's the beauty of it. That's the beauty. Is like, or even if, let's say, for example, you have an engineer, somebody do the work, mixing, whatever the case may be, but you feel like something needs to be changed right now, and you have the files and you don't have time to wait. You could do it yourself. It's amazing. You know what I'm saying? It's amazing, man. But that was it, man. That was it for today. Tune in for the next one, part 2. We're gonna go into the 5 of the worst things of being a music recording engineer. You know what I'm saying? So stay tuned. That's gonna be a good one, man. That's gonna be a good one. But yeah, I'm out, man. International. I think that was good. Man, stop this, man.